Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. So, was finally brought the mic this time. That's good. So, yeah, welcome back to another day. So, yesterday we did not. I forgot to bring the mic, so yesterday was completely silent. It is what it is. So, what did we do yesterday? Went to the dentist, and then we did a lot of Overwatch, did some stories, and then we did cracked aisles. That's it. So, now, once I get back to HQ today, we have a lot of videos to edit. A lot of videos actually. Surprisingly, our legs actually kind of sore from yesterday. That's kind of new. So our thighs are actually a bit sore, which is actually interesting. Must be from the lunges. So yeah, our legs are a bit sore from the lunges. That's good. Um, yeah, we need to start talking about a new regime for the food. Yeah. What else is there? Yeah, I got a lot of videos to edit. So today we have Earthlog, then we've got Overwatch highlights, and we've got Crystal Arc highlights as well. Three highlights. Oh, yeah. It's not bad. Pretty simple, really. Now I'm wondering if I should be time stamping the live stream or not, or I should just make highlights. Maybe I'll do both. Yeah, I might have the timestamp the live stream as well. That's alright. Yeah, so again, everything's pretty chill today. Yesterday was massive recording, and today would be massive editing. And then since there's no dentist, instead of going to the dentist, I'll just edit the videos, and everything is pretty much like clockwork. Only thing that isn't like clockwork is the diet regime, which I am going to fix now. Yeah, so for the new regime, apparently we're going to be bumping up the calories even more. But again, we might be also targeting a lot more meat. So it seems like I was looking at AI yesterday, and it does seem like we should be, instead of eating at 2k calories, we should be eating higher again. But we'll be also counting the macro instead of the. So that's gonna be interesting. Milk and oats might not work anymore. Is there anything else to say? Not really sure. I mean, so I went down there again, just doing research. So apparently, if we wanted to use the macro strategy, we'll be eating a lot of eggs and mackerel per day, like around 9 eggs a day, which seems like a lot, but it's actually not too much. Eggs are one of the most easiest things to cook. Eggs really are just one of the most easiest things to cook. All you gotta do is just, put in a bowl, mix it, put the pan at like extreme levels of heat, and yeah, that's about it. It looks like after doing some analysis, oats, the muesli is not going to be very efficient with our new regime coming up. But I was thinking about recording this in 60 frames per second on the Apple Raw, but then it turns out that if I do that, it transforms from 8 hours of space to 3 hours, which means that if we ever do Earth logs with 60 FPS again, it's gonna take up nearly like 2 terabytes, which is kind of crazy. Interesting. So the new diet regime is gonna be more macro focused rather than carbs. Hmm. I'll see how it goes. And it looks like the muesli era is gone because it's very. Before, if we just looked at it from the calorie perspective, the oats and muesli are good, but when we're looking at the macro perspective, it's a lot more unpredictable. So therefore, we might have to start cooking rice. Might have to start doing some rice cooking. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Sorry there. Now, one of us there is sort of extra protein, and yeah, we'll start So who knew that after eating that Chinese New Year dinner it would swap regimes? But yeah, we'll see how it goes, right? Can't wait. Yeah, when we did research, we can't really walk fast. It looks like No, it looks like Golden Hour is getting in. Thumb's kind of fucked up. It's alright. Yeah, it looks like the lunges were the ones that destroyed our thighs a bit today. Yeah, it was definitely the lunges. Our lunges. They're the main prime suspects of the slight soreness in our legs, which is good. You know, when your muscles are sore, it's good because you know what that means, right? It basically just means that you know when you destroy a muscle tissue, it will repair itself and it'll be sore the next day. Though we've kind of entered a phase of training where we rarely get like bad muscle breaks. Like when you first start out training, then you know those days of breaking your muscles will definitely hurt. But you know, at some point you're kind of just like, you know, at some point after training for a while, you're like, you'll get used to the soreness. All right, y'all know the drill. Simple show today, and we've got our mic again, so we can finally talk. I mean, we haven't actually talked much today. We kind of just did the research on the phone instead. But it's right. Yeah, yesterday didn't even talk because there was no mic, and we were just wearing the mask the entire time. It's right there. Not too much of a deal. Not too much of a problem. Just drink a bunch of water and do the shoulders, and yeah, it's about it. That's really about it. Now, one thing I do notice is that the tripod's getting in its wear and tear. The ball head is struggling to kind of match its balance. It's always getting tilted a bit, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's what happens with ball heads. Oh my god, I just remembered something. Hold on, shut up. Wait. Alright, was I saying? Oh yes. I completely forgot that we have an anime series on Researcher. Man, I haven't seen that in a long time. I did day one like many days ago. It was about that like K-pop idol. Yeah, I haven't actually. We only watched like 30 minutes of it, and then that was episode one. But I haven't actually like continued it yet. Yeah, I completely forgot. Well, not forgot. It's just I think I've been more distracted from other games like Chris Cracked Isles, fishing and hunting. And yesterday we did a lot of Overwatch. Man, I'm gonna have to edit the video, but you know, after playing some Overwatch, it does remind me of the good days sometimes. I understand some FPS shooter games. It's kind of nice. I think it's because since we haven't played games in so long, like FPS shooter games, it's nice to into it. It's nice to be back into it. But I know that for a fact, after a while, this Overwatch phase is gonna get boring. But that's why we play like Tracer. That video's gonna be up soon. That Tracer. The only problem with Overwatch is this is that it's an action game, not a progress game. Unless you wanna, if you wanna think of it like you know getting better at this character every game, then that's to a degree progress. But you know, there's no storyline to it. I mean, yes, maybe there's like a storyline to a degree if you play ranked, like you rank up the competitiveness, but as in like story wise, basically in Overwatch, the only story is just us getting better and better. But it's nothing compared to Ark. Obviously, different type of games. Ark will have like an actual story. Is there anything else to say? Not really. Obviously, we're going to be updating the diet regime to instead of calories, we're going to be doing macro instead. And what else is there that we're changing up? Earth vlogs are gonna stay at 24 FPS, but I think tomorrow we should. It really depends because I could do Earth vlogs in 60 FPS, but I guess the only difference with the 60 FPS is that storage wise it might be a bit more tough, but I think I'll be able to start putting in. Do I want to separate the videos? Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna separate. Um, I might just keep our vlogs at 20 FPS, 24 FPS, and have it separate from the gaming. The only difference is that for the story videos, they're in 60 FPS, 60 FPS, 1080p. But since it's story videos, you're there for the audio, not the actual action. So it's not much of a difference. So yeah, that's that. Yawning again. We did sleep early yesterday. I had to sleep earlier yesterday because I was there's so much videos. How to say it? Whenever we have stuff to edit, I always just get it done and over with. That's why on Monday we didn't do any kind of stream because I was just mass editing everything. But it's good because when there's real footage to edit, I just edit it and it gives me something to do. It's kind of like this. When I have content, I will like lock in and just edit it all, right? I literally do all my edits until there's no more footage to edit, and then I go find more things to create. So it's like the DJI footage, the gaming footage, and the Earth log, like three content to do, and I just sit there and just edit it all, boom, 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 until there's literally nothing left to edit. It's like, oh, okay, there it is done, that's done, that's done. Now what? And then I'm gonna go find more content, and then we'll live stream or play another game or do another hunting and fishing. So that's what we're doing right now. Just doing things until we have used, or how you say it? Yeah, edit everything until there's nothing left to do. And when there's nothing left to do, we find more content and just continue creating video assets. Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, again, videos are like the only thing that don't depreciate. Only thing about our stream in YouTube is we don't really have a dedicated like time. We really are random. Shoulders are pretty easy today. What was I saying? No, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was saying something about content. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Really did forget what I was gonna say. Besides Ark, I mean, Ark's kind of just like a fantasy world, kind of. Like it's basically like Pokemon. Yes, and also when we don't have any content, we also do story creation and stuff. It's just that I don't know how to say this. When I do story creation, it's kind of my replacement for like YouTube. I think that's because I'm a producer, not a creator. No, fuck. I'm a creator, not a consumer. So it's like, people when they have nothing, or like when people are under downtime, I guess, they watch like anime or something, right? But when I try to do that, sometimes I'm just like, that's so stupid. I'm gonna just create my own. So then I just end up creating my own stories and I just get entertained by that. But I haven't really, it's hard to upload them because it's like you have to like change it into a third person POV and all that stuff. Uh, what else is there? But yeah, we don't even watch anime. I mean, we do research the anime, but we do it from analysis because again, we don't really want to consume. We want to like at least produce something out of it, right? Instead of just mindlessly consuming it. The goat, the goat. You know the drill. The goat. This thing's really the goat though, for real. We still have Rust to play as well. I did download Rust, and I bought the game and downloaded Rust, but haven't really, haven't really tried it. It's like another game, but I think I prefer Overwatch and StarCraft 2 over Rust for now. Is there anything else to really say? Yeah, again, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, for our streams, we don't really have a dedicated time. I kind of just do it whenever, right? But also for the streams, I kind of have to, since it's YouTube, YouTube's different for streams. We can like exit and enter because it's completely different to Twitch. Because in Twitch, when you stream, you can change the category while streaming, but for YouTube, you can't change the category. You have to basically end it and then restart it because if you, there's no changing it. I just don't even know what else we do. So what else we do? We train, we edit, we train and eat. There's a train, eat, edit, and then we find multiple content. We go live streams, videos, hunting and fishing. Right, three of those topics. We've also got story creation. I guess we've also got art creation as well. If you really want to consider art creation as one, you can also do AI creation. Yeah, you can also do AI creation. I mean, it's not very. I can definitely. I know how to do AI prompts and stuff, right? I just don't have a purpose of it. But yeah, you can sit down and just talk to AI about a framework. You could also use AI to create art or help solve problems. And also, I guess if you're still learning, learn the best assets to accumulate with your spare money, and that's about it. Everything seems good, and then whatever happens, happens, right? Whatever kind of sponsors or digital media things that occur, yeah, or whatever happens, and what happens, well, no, correction, or whatever happens to Earth, also, scenario bases and stuff. I mean, everything's kind of normal, right? Everything's pretty good if you ask me, you know? We're doing pretty much everything good. I guess the only thing we have to be waiting on is the diet. Diet's probably like the only problem, I guess, to a degree, but we're fixing that. But besides that, everything's pretty good to go, honestly. Right? Like everything's in order. It's really just the diet, food that's the last thing, and then that's gonna unlock the Instagram era, which will open up more opportunities. And that's about it, really. Yeah, there's still a lot of factors of, it is what it is moments, We've still got random events on Earth. It is what it is. We have random prices on assets. It is what it is. We've also got YouTube's algorithm boost. It is what it is. But everything else is in our control. And getting hit by a car, it is what it is. Not breathing, it is what it is. So we have, but while what we can control is we can control the food, we can control the training, we can control the editing, we can control the producing. Everything's that good. The water's on, by the way. All right, let's go check our weight. I think it's been like 2 days since we've checked our weight, right? I think it has been 2 days. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. Yesterday, I checked the weight and we were like 69 kgs. I'm not even joking. We dropped like solid 1 kg, but I think we ate enough rice yesterday to see what happens, right? But that was a bit worrisome. Not worrisome, but I wonder where we are. We should be like 71, 70. Let's have a look, shall we? Hmm. Yep, so 69.3. So we've actually, I think that kind of counts as like nearly a month of ranging at 69 kgs, huh? So that's why we're changing the regime to macro focused instead. Going to be changing it to macro focused rather than carb focused, because it's pretty clear that constantly eating around 1,500 to 2,000 is making our weight the same without too much change. I mean, sure, the top two abs are there, but it really is just this last belly fat. Sorry, no. Really is just that last belly fat. So we need to change the regime to target macro because it's pretty clear that from eating from 2,600 boosted our weight to like nearly 70 something kgs, and then we cut to 1,500 around that area for like a couple of weeks, and then we stayed at like 69 kgs, and then now we're boosting it up a tiny bit to 2k, and we're still 69 kgs. So yeah, we just gotta lock in, right? It just takes days though. And I did look at something. There's an interesting topic to talk about too. You know how it's like when people say, "What do you do?" Right? Because obviously we're not going to university. Duh. Why the hell would I go to that? But at the same time, to a degree, if you really think about creators and producers, everyone serves their role. Everyone serves their role in life. So that's why we are a creator instead. Because if you really think about it, right? You might say that being a creator is like, unemployed, right? Even though I still work, but I'm just saying it's like you provide content to the people so they work their job and then they come home to be entertained. That's why you have all these shows from Netflix. That's why you have all these sports. Everyone plays a role in life. This that person that might be working a 9 to 5, right? Or like working a job. The creators are helping him, like not be so bored, make him interested in coming back home and stuff. Everyone plays a role. Everybody plays a role, regardless, because there's no light without dark. The yin and yang balance. Everyone plays a role. Everyone plays a role, and that's the main thing. There's no enemy. There's no good side. There's no bad side. Everyone just plays a role in life. I think that's one of the things Sensei taught, but doesn't mention anymore. But yeah, Sensei's old mention was basically just that there's no light without dark. Everything has a balance. It's up to you to choose which kind of ecosystem you want to be in. Alright, shoulder day is doing pretty good so far, I must say so myself. Now we must go scout out our face pulls and the abs, and then we should be good to go. Let me double check golden hour real quick. Alright, golden hour is looking a bit interesting. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to. Uh, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I was gonna go to our usual location, but unfortunately, just it is what it is. It's right there. Golden Hour is pretty good. It's just that, yeah, it is what it is, right? That spot that we usually do for the face pulls and abs is a bit occupied. It's alright. Oh my goodness, fuck's sakes. Bro, that's another water bottle gone. We might need to get like a different bag or something because it is annoying. I think it's because of the jacket or must be like I hate when things tilt over. Fuck, that's annoying. Gay as whatever. Base. Okay, we're pretty good at these. We're pretty good at these now, I think. It's a lot more controlled. Right, damn. We got good at those. Before we did those, we were like swinging around, but this time that was pretty controlled enough. That's pretty good. If you looked at previous F vlogs when we did those, we were a lot more sloppier. But now we do this pretty well. Guess that just shows that our abs are stronger. I might have to invest in a different tripod. I'm not gonna lie, the ball head on this tripod's suffering. It's suffering. I mean, this tripod was like what? How much? Maybe it's time for an upgrade, or maybe use a different style. The ball head I rarely use. Grip, the grip, the grip. Sorry, shouldn't say The grip gave in. Is there anything else to say? Not really. Man, there's nothing else to say. But hey, a lot better than yesterday, right? Okay, there's one thing about Overwatch that I'm kind of interested in. Is that where's the team chat? I don't know. I think it's because when I used to play Valorant, the team chat is pretty loud. I don't know. But again, do I really want to do that ecosystem stuff? Sorry, what am I saying? Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. Ah, yes, for Overwatch though, we're not doing healer. Fuck it. We just do attack. So boring playing healer. Except for the jetpack. It looks like Golden Hour's dying. Right, there's so much content to do. It's kind of crazy when you think that when you're a producer, there's so much to produce. But then at the same time, if you're a consumer, there's actually kind of scary how much things there is to consume. I'm not even joking. It is so scary to see how many things there is to consume. So millions, not millions, but like thousands of content creation, thousands of things to consume. So many ecosystems. It's crazy. There's just so many ecosystems. The best way to really win is to create your own. That's what we're doing right now. So many ecosystems. Which one do you want to follow? Nah, I'm gonna just create my own ecosystem. Yeah, creating our own ecosystem is so good, especially when you haven't sold your soul to like a clan, because you're basically free. That's about it. There's nothing else to really say. What would I name this video today, anyways? Yeah, what's kind of crazy is that video called M. that was talking about that girl. That one got a lot of more views. Hopefully people don't actually listen to it. I mean, it's there on today's episode would be We Are So Back. No, I just say no, just content. There is one thing I wanted to talk about M, but I think I would give it away too much. But nah, it's a weird kind of must be a weird thing to say. But I would say that I have a suspicion that M's parents are a lot smarter than I really thought because they basically said I'm not sure if it's true or not. I'm just assuming because it sounds really smart. But M's parents made sure that made sure that they were allergic allergic to a lot of these poisonous foods. But then after maturing and realizing that basically that excuse for the excuse for saying that they had a lot of allergies was basically just to make sure M didn't consume any poison. So that was pretty smart by them, not gonna lie. I remember they're not actually allergic, but they will say they're allergic, so the school can't feed them any bad stuff, and it's also an excuse to not eat out and stuff. It's actually super smart. Give them credit to that. Not sure if that's true or not. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure if they're actually allergic or not. But it sounds pretty smart. I'm gonna definitely do that in the future as well. Like, make sure tell the offspring that they're poison. No, that they're allergic to everything, and tell the schools that they're allergic to everything, and tell the doctors they're allergic to everything. So then in the future, the children won't be eating any poisoned food because they're allergic, and the school has to obey. Makes sense. Smart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. That was about it. Done. It's not raining anymore, so we're gonna be changing back to the other jacket. The other jacket's more compact. This jacket here, the weight distribution's a bit too bad. Like this thing here makes, yeah, whatever. It is what it is, right? I don't think I'll give you guys a story today. Bye bye.